Hello, Namaste. This is another very important video about Unit 4, Grade 9, Unit 4. The topic of the unit is life and death. This unit we are going to discuss mainly about relationship between life and death. Generally, people consider life separately. Life is particular one definition and death is another, but under this unit we are going to discuss about the relationship between life and death. We are going to discuss what is life and how the life is related, or life and death are interrelated with each other. So under known that there is a person called Sadhguru. He was born in India and he has been talking about the relationship between life and death, or he is continuously discussing about the relationship between life and death. What is life and what is death? Or he is telling people or explaining people what is life and death, or how it is closely related with each other. So here we have some pictures before going to the text in the getting started section. Here you can see here clearly. Look at these pictures and discuss. So we will I will take you to the pictures separately. First picture shows the funeral. Funeral is a ceremony. It is connected with the final disposition or last disposition of corpse or dead body, such as a burial or cremation, with the attendant observances. Funerary customs comprise the complex of beliefs and practices used by our culture, our community, to remember and respect the dead person. From interment to various monuments, prayers and rituals undertaken in their honor or respect. Customs vary between cultures and religious groups according to the culture and religion of the community. The funeral can be different. Funerals have both normative and legal components. Upon secular motivations for funerals include mourning and deceased, celebrating their life, and offering support, sympathy to the bereaved. Additionally, funerals may have religious aspects that are intended to help the soul of the deceased reach the afterlife, resurrection, or reincarnation. Go to the second picture. Second picture, we can clearly see here a man is staring far distance and he's sitting alone. It is called loneliness or solitude. It is an unpleasant emotional response to perceive isolation. Loneliness is also described as social pain, a psychological mechanism which motivates individuals to seek social connections. It is often related or associated with a perceived lack of connection and intimacy. Loneliness overlaps and it is distinct from solitude. Solitude is simply the state of being apart or far away from others. Not everyone who experiences solitude feels lonely. As a subjective emotion, loneliness can be felt even when a person is surrounded by the other people. Hence, so that there is a distinction between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness can be short-term state loneliness or long-term chronic loneliness. In either case, it can be intense or painful. Let's discuss about the third picture. Third picture, we can see here people are worshipping, or this probably the Hindu worshipping. Worship in Hinduism is an act of religious devotion, usually which is directed to one or more Hindu deities, evoking or raising a sense of bhakti or devotional love. This term is probably a central one in Hinduism, but a direct translation from the Sanskrit to English is very difficult. Worship in Hinduism takes many forms and its expression varies depending on geographical, linguistic, and cultural factors. Hindu worship is not limited to a particular place or and Hindus perform worship in temples and within the home. It often incorporates personal reflection, music, dance, poetry, rituals, and ceremonies. Worship in Hinduism serves various purposes, including seeking blessing, guidance, or specific outcomes, as well as fostering a sense of inner peace and spiritual growth. It can also be an expression of devotion and bhakti to the deity, to the god. The aim is to lead a pure life in order to progress spiritually and eventually attain liberation or freedom or moksha from the cycle of rebirth. Let's go to the another picture. Another picture here I will show you, and with the a bit explanation. It's a drinking coffee or tea or something. So most of the people drink coffee every day. The caffeine in coffee helps us to stay alert or active, but also may cause jitteriness or nervousness and interfere with sleeping. A few studies suggest that decaffeinated coffee also has health benefits, perhaps because of antioxidants or acids in the coffee bean. And another picture given in reading 1 under the title of Death is a Fiction. Death is death, and it is just an imagination. So this picture, in many traditional accounts, ghosts were often thought to be deceased people or dead people looking for vengeance, or vengeful ghosts, or imprisoned on earth for bad things they did during their life. The appearance of a ghost has often been regarded as an omen or bad sign or portent of death, probability of death. Now I will take you to the text given in reading 1. So before starting the text, we have two sentences here related to death and life. A. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. Means death is not the opposite of. In many cases, we take death as the antonym of birth. It's not true. According to Sadhguru, death is not the opposite of life, but it is a part of life. Next sentence, number B. From the day you were born, you are slowly dying. People don't die on the day of their death, but from the day of their birth, they are on the process of death. people, and we are slowly dying from our birth. That is a fiction. Let's start the text. That is an imagination. Fiction means imagination. Did you ever see somebody who actually died and came back? No, we have never seen that. Yeah, there may be a near-death experience. Near is not good enough. Near is not truth. Near water, not as good enough as water, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Near water cannot satisfy our thirst. Some people have nearly died. That is not good enough. Yeah, uh, nearly died or nearly death is not true. Not good enough means not true. Whether there is death or life. So you have not experienced it. No one has experienced it during their life. You have not seen it. No one has seen it, nor you had of first-hand information. We don't have exact information about death from anybody. So from where did you get this idea? So from where the idea of death came, that there is something called as death. That is a fiction. It is an imagination created by ignorant and uneducated people or illiterate people. That is a creation of people. It is created by people who live their lives in total unawareness, means unfamiliarity. People don't have any idea about that. There is only life. There is only existence of life, life and life alone. Only life, moving from one dimension, from one part, one aspect to another dimension to another. See, what you call as life right now. What is your opinion about life? The process of life. How do you imagine or how do you identify the process of life? You can also refer to it as death. You can say, I am living right now. People are thinking I am alive right now and I'm living now. Generally, every people think, or you can say, I am dying right now. Yeah, living right now or dying right now. It means is according to sadhguru. So living means the process of dying. Actually, from the day you are born, you are slowly dying. This is the process of dying. One day the process will be completed. Right now it is on the way. The process is ongoing right now. You may be thinking you are going to many places, but as far as your body is concerned, when it is related to our body, without a moment's distraction, without a moment's disturbance, distraction means disturbance, it is going straight to the grave. So our life destination of the life is the graveyard. So when a person reaches to the graveyard or grave, his life is completed. Nowhere else. Isn't it? Isn't it true? So is death okay or not okay? How is death? Even these kinds of questions which are coming up are stupid or silly, foolish. Because why? Whether you say it is okay or not okay, anyway you will die. Whether our opinion about that is okay, it is right, or no, it is not right, but ultimately we will die one day. Every moment you are playing between life and death, and life and death. Actually it is so. It is the reality. This inhalation means taking breath in, and exhalation means taking breath out. You inhale, life happen. So you are inhaling, taking breath in means you have life. So you exhale and did not inhale again, so we breathe out, and if we did not take the breath in, the death happened. Isn't it? Yeah, it is the reality. See, every moment in yoga we say inhalation is life and exhalation is death. So when we take breath in, that is life, and when we breath out, that is death. You exhale and you do not take in, The next inhalation, this always means remove from the body, and your body become dead. Fragile means it is breakable, isn't it? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, breakable, isn't it so? Something so fragile is the basis of your existence here. So it is divided into two parts, inhale and exhale, and that is the basis of our existence, that is working with us in every step. It is so close to all the people all the time. There is nothing wrong with that. That is not wrong. It has to happen. It is ultimate. It is mandatory. Only because there is death, there is life. So there is existence of death, and because of the existence of death, there is a value of life. Life is valuable. You need to understand. We need to understand this reality, that the moment you are born, when we born, you have a death sentence upon you. So by birth we accept the death. When, where, and how is the only question. Yeah, time, place is not fixed, but with the birth, death is ultimate. But you are on death row. We are on the queue of death. Your death is confirmed. It is confirmed already by birth, isn't it? Yeah, it is the reality. We do not know whether you will get educated or not. We do not know whether you will get married or not. No idea. We do not know whether you will know joy or not. Yeah. We do not have any idea. We do not know whether you will know misery or pain or not. But we know one day we will die. That one thing is guaranteed, promised, confirmed. And this whole fear of death has come simply, there is fear of death because you have no idea what it is. You have formed ideas about everything. In life, we have ideas about so many things, or as it is mentioned here, everything. We have ideas about everything, just about everything, but it does not matter what ideas you have formed about life, what kind of perception or opinion we are having about life. When you are confronted means challenged with the moment of death, or encounter with the moment of death, you really do not know anything. So people become empty-minded. That is one space of life which has remained uncorrupted, sinless by the human mind. Yes, everything else we have corrupted, isn't it? So with everything a human interfere is there, but with death human cannot interfere. No human knowledge, human wealth, property, education, nothing can interfere with the death. Whatever was supposed to be sacred and holy or pure, all these things are hugely, greatly corrupted by the human mind. Yes, there is interfere with everything, or human interfere is connected with everything. Human minds have corrupted love, relationship, God, divinity, everything they have corrupted. People have corrupted everything and twisted, yes, out whichever way they want, according to their desire and wish. That is one thing. Only the death is the thing that they are still clueless about. People don't have any idea where, when, how. No. Thought a lot of people would like to talk authoritatively about it. Yeah. So commandingly people try to talk about it. They know they are going to go to heaven. They are dead sure about it. If they are so sure, if people are so confident about it, I don't see what they are waiting for. Yes. If people are believing also they can go to heaven, why they are waiting? They should go, no? But it is only an imagination. They are doing everything not to go to heaven. Why? They are so sure about to go to heaven, but they are doing everything not to go to heaven. If you were so sure you are going to a wonderful place, a better place than this any globe, earth, and then you must hurry up. You must go quickly. But because you are not sure, you keep talking about this. People keep talking about this. You are not 100% sure where you will go. People don't have any idea where they will go after life. What will happen to people? No idea. Just to solace, just to relieve oneself, just to be able to psychologically handle life. You create all these things, all these fiction and imaginative things, but essentially, necessarily, the very idea of death has come to you because people have been talking about it all the time without exact information. Otherwise, your societies did not speak about it. You would just know the way you are right now, your present existence, how you are living life, how is your life. It's not permanent. The life is not permanent. We are just a tourist or just a guest that you would know, but you would not have any other ideas about it. Even now, you do not have any idea about death. So, just whatever the perception or opinion we are holding in our mind, that is just an imagination. Yeah, this text was a small part of the book written by Sadhguru, the book Life and Death in One Breath. So, this was the book written by Sadhguru, Life and Death in One Breath, and the text we just read was a small part of this book. So, Sadhguru has said here in his book, that is a cosmic joke. If you get the joke, when you fall on the other side, it will be wonderful. If you don't get the joke, when you are here, you fear the other side. And when the other side comes, you just don't know what it is about. Yeah, if death becomes a laughing matter in your life, life becomes an utterly effortless process. There is no need to restrain yourself in the process of life. You can live your life absolutely. Dialogue that is written in his vocabulary I have mentioned here. Whenever you have time or when it is needed for you, you can go through it. So now without delay, let's start the exercise. Number A, find the words from the text that have the following meanings. Or thing, that is imagine, fiction, a way of looking at something, dimension, to force somebody to live, dissolves, faced somebody so that you could not avoid, confronted, to make somebody feel better, solace. Number B, fill in the blanks with the appropriate words. That is a fiction created by human being. Ultimately, we are moving straight to the grave. According to the speaker, death is guaranteed. It is sure to happen. Human beings have corrupted everything and they have twisted it whichever way they want. Let's go to question number C. Answer the following questions. According to the speaker, there is only life. How? According to the speaker, there is only life as nobody has experienced death. According to the speaker, what is life? According to the speaker, life is the process of moving from one dimension to another dimension. Why is there nothing wrong with death? There is nothing wrong with death because it is a natural part of life, natural process, and it is ultimate and has to happen one day. Why do we fear death? We fear death because we do not know what is it. We have never experienced it, and we do not know what happens after we die. This uncertainty can be scary, and it can lead to fear. Why do people have an idea of death? From where they got the idea of death? People have an idea of death because people have been talking about it without knowing about it. They don't have any idea, but they just keep talking about it. They are hearing from others. People have an idea of death because they have been told about it by others. What is your view about death? What is your view about death? Write a short paragraph. Death is the end of a life in a living thing. All living and biological actions of the living things stop, including the mind and the senses. The unusual indication for death, both in humans and many other animals, is that the heart stops beating and cannot be restarted once died. This can be caused by many things. All living things have a certain lifespan, life period, and they ultimately and finally die one day. Let's go to the grammar section. Here in grammar, it's given about simple present tense. Let me tell you about the structure of simple present tense. Here we use subject, verb 1, verb 5, and object. So as you know, the subject can be singular and plural, and verbs also. Verb 1 is always plural and verb 5 is always singular. So if the subject is singular, you should use verb 5, and if the subject is plural, you should use plural verb, that means verb 1. Rewrite the following sentences using the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets. The winter means singular, you should use verb 5 here. The human body, this is also body, singular, so you should use verb 5, consist. Cows, here plural, and you should use verb 1, feed. He is singular, you should use verb 5 here. Aunts, Akila, so singular, so you should use verb 5 here. Make. Arati and her husband, 2 here, plural subject, so verb 1. So it is in interrogative form, or it is an interrogative sentence. So do you like chocolate milk? He, singular, but negative sentence, so he does not want. Verb 5 form of do, does not want to go to the movies. My grandfather, singular, so adores here, verb 5. Plans, plural, so verb 1. Need, he, singular form of have is has, a big apartment in Venice. Number B, make a statement or a question using these prompts. Use the present simple. So the sentence are in jumble position here. We have to arrange these sentences to make a sentence. The sentence might be an affirmative sentence or interrogative sentence. I don't check my emails when I get to school. So do you the news on television every day. It is interrogative. She wears a red dress. Here interrogative. Do you have a school bus? What do you want to drink? So you don't. It is negative sentence. You don't need more reading practice. Your friend does not like computer games. It is also negative sentence. Mom washes car once a week. Now change the following sentences into negative or correct. So every sentence we have to change into negative as well as into interrogative, any questions. The swimming pool doesn't open every day at 9:30 a.m. And does the swimming pool open every day at 9:30 a.m.? I use my car very often. So one negative, I use my car very often. It is already negative. And do you use your car very often? Is interrogative. John comes from Mexico. John does not come from Mexico. Does John come from Mexico? So number, I play the piano very well. Negative, I don't play the piano very well. And interrogative, do you play the piano very well? And watches television a lot. Negative, and does not watch television much. A lot means more, much, yeah. And interrogative, doesn't watch television much. I write to my parents every month. Negative, I don't write to my parents every month. And interrogative, do you write to your parents every month? This car breaks down every 5 hours. Negative, this car doesn't break down every 5 hours. And does this car break down every 5 hours is an interrogative sentence. Let's go to the writing section. And writing one. Write a message of condolence to her family on behalf of your school. It will be published in a local newspaper. Use the clues given in the box. Deathisafiction, 1946 to 2019. Passed away at her residence, Kathmandu, due to respiratory problems. Famous and well-known senior actress. Contributed a lot to the Nepali film industry. Basanti, Basudev, Munamadan, Chino among superheroes. Heartfelt condolence. So let me go to the solution. So before writing, while writing condolence, you should follow this pattern. So at the top, heartfelt condolence, and you should mention date of birth, and at the center, photo and date of death, 2019. We are deeply saddened by the news of the demise of our veteran actress Subhadra Adhikari. She passed away at her residence Kathmandu due to respiratory problems in 2019. She was a famous and well-known senior actress. She has contributed a lot to the Nepali film industry. Basanti, Basudev, Munamadan, and Chino are some of the superhit movies of her. She was quite popular for her congeniality, diligence, and great pursuit. At this time of grief, we want to express our sincere condolences to her bereaved family and pray for the strength to bear the irrecoverable loss. We will always cherish her wonderful memories. May the departed soul rest in peace in heavenly abode. So you should write your school name and address at last. Thank you so much for watching this video.